Would you change your entire lifestyle after being diagnosed with an illness?
Hello everyone, I'm Ellie.
My doctor's stern warning pushed me to overhaul my lifestyle to prevent my depression from getting worse. Stress never goes away, yet I must hold on and keep living before life defeats me. Come with me and witness my personal road to recovery. The whole story dates back a few years ago. I put all my savings down as the down payment and bought a small apartment in the city center with a 30-year mortgage. But now I still live with my parents though. The reason is I've rented out my little apartment. The rental income is essential for me to balance my debt payment. To put it plainly, the excitement of buying a home faded away completely the very next year. My income started dropping, and it has kept climbing year after year ever since. Nowadays, my ice cream shop only makes 1/3 of the profit it did a few years ago. Meanwhile, the value of my apartment has also fallen by nearly 1/3. The harsh reality is that even if I sold this property right now, I still couldn't pay off the bank loan. This heavy burden hangs over my heart like a huge burden. I frequently lie awake all night, unavailable to fall asleep. To make matters worse, my doctor told me my condition has progressed from mild depression to moderate depression. I have no choice but to make some drastic changes for myself. Not a single customer has walked in for 2 hours. These tiny shops starting to feel overwhelming. I'm shutting up and heading to the nearby park to get some fresh air. My doctor said learning to regulate my emotions is so important. Before I go, I needed to grab some food to refuel my body. The air feels totally different now. This is what freedom smells like. I can hear birds chirping, and I'm even looking forward to grabbing some snacks at that little eatery nearby. For once, I've just living a normal life. Can you believe it? For the past 5 years, I've been working roughly 14 hours every single day, from 9 in the morning till 11 at night. I've basically been trapped inside this tiny shop. This park I'm heading to has been open for around 3 years, yet I've only visited it a handful of times. I've never once taken a spur-of-the-moment getaway, not even a short one. It's almost impossible for me to step away from this shop during working hours. Truth be told, I still don't fully agree with the doctor's diagnosis of mild to moderate depression, even though he had solid medical grounds for it. I've arrived. This is the eatery street near my residential community, and there are tons of food options for me to pick from. Let me find a spot to park my bike first. This is the official Hangzhou public bicycle, also nicknamed the Red Bikes locally. I just scanned the QR code to rent it, and the rides are completely free within the first hour. All I need to do is lock it properly, take the key, and head off. Just like always, I ordered tofu pudding, fried youtiao, and flatbread. These are classic Chinese street snacks and absolutely favorites of mine. Unfortunately, my beloved breakfast picks are super easy to cause weight gain. My husband always teases me about that, but I just brush his words off. Right now, being happy matters the most. I will worry about dieting after I finish the meal. This bowl costs 57 cents. Unlike regular soybean milk, Tofu pudding is always called Chinese cheese. It's high in protein, melts in your mouth, and has a bouncy. I prefer the savory version, so I topped it with soy sauce and chopped green onions. Plenty of people go for the sweet one with sugar instead. Look at these flatbread and fried youtiao. They are crispy, fragrant, and full of savory goodness. At this point in my life, I needed to slow down and leave all my troubles behind. It's not life torturing me. It's time for me to learn to enjoy life instead. I've got a question for everyone. What's the connection between depression and appetite? For me, my appetite hasn't suffered at all. On the contrary, I can find a little comfort and joy through food. Honestly though, Chinese tofu pudding and fried youtiao are absolutely amazing. If you ever get a chance to visit China, don't forget to give them a try. I'm all full up, and I'm in a much better mood now. Time to head out. It's roughly a 2-kilometer ride from here to Yuhu Park, which takes around 12 minutes by bike. Perfect timing for me to ramble. I guess I'm kind of an odd one out. I don't own a car, an e-bike, not even a regular bicycle. I haven't even taken my driving test. People with severe insomnia probably shouldn't drive anyway. Still, the main reason is to save money. For short trips, I walk. If there's over 1 kilometer, I ride a shared bike. For longer journeys, I take buses or the subway. The subway is by far the most cost-effective way to get around. It reaches every corner of the city. You can even travel to neighboring cities like Shaoxing for just around 8 yuan, which is 55 kilometers far. Let me put it this way. A 10 kilometers ride takes roughly 20 minutes with zero traffic jams and fewer risks. That said, the subway has its downsides too. For example, if I needed to catch an early flight before 6 a.m., the subway isn't running yet. That means I have to book a ride. A 10-kilometer trip usually costs around $2.85, but if it's extremely early or very late at night, the fare can double. So the math is pretty straightforward. Comparing relying on the city's public transport with owning a private car, public transit is more convenient, safer, and budget-friendly. Friends, is owning a car a necessity where you live? Let me know down in the comments. Thanks. Look, buildings are under construction on my left. I can count at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 towers right here. They are scheduled to be delivered in 1 or 2 years. This area has changed dramatically over the past decade. I bet if you visited here 10 years ago, you'd barely recognize the place now. It's transformed from farmland into a modern urban district. Alright, I'm almost at my destination. I needed to return the public bicycle first. The total riding time plus my breakfast break is roughly within 1 hour, so it's still covered by the free period. Once I head into the park, I won't be able to keep track of the time, so the smartest move is to drop the bike off here. Oh no! I've made a huge mistake. I really shouldn't have come to this park today. When I was riding the bike with the breeze, I didn't feel the heat, but after walking just 2 or 3 minutes, I feel like I'm getting roasted into a sweet potato. The temperature must be around 35 degrees Celsius right now. Why did I even plan to wander around an open-air park? Take a guess. Why is the park completely empty? Well, I'm the one and only fool for coming out in this heat. What is even crazier? This fool has decided to go for a run in this heat. Right now, two thoughts are going through my mind. First, I'm sticking to my plan. Second, I'm sticking to my plan. Oops. I feel like I'm joking inside a giant oven. This better help ease my depression. Otherwise, I'll just look completely ridiculous. Look at this huge park. There's not another fool in sight beside me. Alright. I'm gonna get out of this human oven before I'm fully roasted. Let me take one last glance at Yuhu Lake. This film here is actually really nice. There's a sign saying, "Do not remove." I don't think I'll need that leveling at all. Yuhu Park at 35 degrees Celsius, practically all to myself. That's a weirdly nice feeling. Hi guys, can you spot me in the shot? Alright, hurry, it's way too hot. I need to get off the bridge fast. Restaurant on the building. This on the building. This city is still undergoing major development. It's too hot here. Temperature is around 36 or 37. So I decided to go back. The park is very good, connected with subway. The subway entrance is right outside the park gate. I'm still baking out here in this heat, but there's the magic. Once I step onto the subway escalator, I will cool down instantly. Obviously, I'm not heading straight back to my shop to work. I'm popping into the supermarket right by the subway station because I'm starving. My life is full of this incredible sense of freedom to do whatever I want these days. I'm gonna grab some small desserts. Nope, not this counter. Not here. Definitely not here. Ah, there it is. I picked up my all-time favorite triangular dark chocolate cake, and I paid with my face. That's right. At most big supermarkets across China, facial payment is available. You don't even need to bring a wallet, bank card, or your phone at all. I'm suddenly starving, so I need to head home soon. This spontaneous lifestyle is honestly such a delight. If I could wipe out all my debts, or if the bank told me I could postpone my repayments, I'd live this carefree life of eating and enjoying myself every single day. But now, I'm back at my shop, pulled straight back into reality. I've got a question for all of you. Do you love your job? Would you still be passionate about it if the money you earn from work is nowhere near enough to cover your daily expenses? I've been feeling really lost lately, and I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments. Opps. Wish me luck. See you next video, and don't forget to hit subscribe. Hope all of you watching my video have good fortune too.